What's going on, everybody? So today I thought I would show you guys one of the most problematic games that I've played recently on Windows 11, and I just want to show you how easy it is to launch and set up the game on Steam Deck opposed to Windows 11. Now, the first handheld we're going to try is the ROG Ally. This is one of the best Windows 11 handhelds available right now, so it shouldn't give us too much trouble with this older game that came out in 2014. I'd assume that. So let me try to launch it. Okay, so it seems like the resolution is definitely off. And there was recently an update to Armory Crate. And as you can see on Windows 11, The Evil Within has extreme resolution issues. And it's had this for a very long time. So this is basically how you start it up. And now let's start The Evil Within on SteamOS. Okay. Resolution seems to be fine. Gamepad is working. So there seems to be no resolution issues. Maybe an FPS issue, but I'm only showing you guys this because I haven't run into any issues on SteamOS with The Evil Within. But on the Legion Go and ROG Ally, I've consistently run into resolution issues. I could even try this game on the Legion Go just to show you how terrible it is. Okay, now we're starting it on the Legion Go. So as you can see, the Legion Go starts in windowed mode because I mainly wanted to start in windowed mode. It seems like it only works with a borderless gaming application. And whenever you try to put the game in full screen, this happens. There you go. I try to bring up Legion space, and it seems like Windows 11, specifically portrait mode handhelds, seem to have a lot of issues with The Evil Within specifically. But not the Steam Deck. The Steam Deck seems perfectly fine. And there we go, it's at 45 FPS, pretty perfect. Let me try to change the resolution on the Steam Deck. So let's change it to 800p. Let's try to bring it out of full screen mode. Seems to be perfectly fine. Nothing wrong here. And this is a portrait mode screen as well, and it seems to have no issues with Evil Within. Let's just go in-game. See how the FPS... It's so bad, guys. On the Legion Go, this game is unplayable. It's not even unplayable. It's borderline dangerous to people that have epilepsy. I'm trying to close this. Do anything, please. Yep, and the game just completely froze the Legion Go. So I'm just going to shut it off. Let's try the FPS on the ROG Ally. Alright, so going back into the Evil Within on the ROG Ally, if we can get this resolution to work, oh, nothing seems to work. It's really just tough to get in-game. I'm going to assume, okay, there we go. Alright, the resolution seems to have fixed itself, which is nice. Oh, and apparently I did start it before. So I'm going to compare the FPS. I'm sure it's going to be possibly better on the ROG Ally, but from what I've played, it's actually worse than the Steam Deck. Let's crank this thing to 60. All right, so right now, in this location, it's 40 FPS. Let's crank it up to turbo. If this allows me, but as you can see, the right analog stick has become the left analog stick. There we go. All right, so turbo mode has granted me an extra 3 FPS. Fantastic. Okay, it's going 46, 44. Yeah, an extra 3 to 5 FPS with turbo mode. Okay. All right, and as you can see at 15 watts opposed to the 25 in turbo mode, this game is running at 57 FPS, but this is in a closed location. Let's go to a larger location, see what happens. Okay, so it's at around 44, it's actually at 38 FPS. The Evil Within fluctuates quite a bit on PC, and it's had this problem since the beginning. So it's really no surprise that the FPS is all over the place. But as you can see in turbo mode, at 1080p, this game runs at 45 to 50 FPS on the ROG Ally. But the only problem is actually starting up the game on the ROG Ally and getting consistent performance. For the most part, you can just cap the FPS at 40 on the Steam Deck and have consistent gameplay. As you can see, it's nice and smooth. Let's try to do that on the ROG Ally. Okay, 45. Let's go. Okay, so it's at 45. Pretty consistent. Goes from 41 FPS to 43. Not bad. Pretty good. It's actually really good on this. It looks great. But there's always the occasional resolution issues on Windows 11. And every time I start up this game on ROG Ally, and especially Legion Go, I have the worst experience trying to figure out what's going on with the resolution. Okay, so little update. I tried switching the resolution on the ROG Ally back to 1080p, and this happened. So there is still that crazy resolution issue even with landscape mode handhelds with Windows 11. And I can't even bring up Armory Crate right now. Look at that. If you get epilepsy, this will be very dangerous for you. Can't even get out of it. Yep. So the Evil Within is still broken on the ROG Ally. Just when I had a little glimmer of hope, the ROG Ally proved me wrong. And the best part about playing this on Steam Deck, besides the fact that it's completely superior, is also, oh wow, it seems like he's handling everybody, huh? Is also the fact that you can just put it into sleep mode, have Markiplier punch you in the face, and then just wake it up and resume the game. Pretty damn simple. But yeah, I absolutely love the Evil Within on Linux and the Steam Deck. I feel like this is the best way to play. I've had issues with this game on my desktop computer, my laptops, and of course, my handheld PCs. Oh, seems like I failed. Well, the ROG Ally also failed. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and as you can see, I'm not having a good time with the Evil Within on the ROG Ally and the Legion Go. Windows 11 handhelds just seem to be problematic in general, and I really thought the video was going to be over with some kind of positive light on the Windows 11 version, but it seems like Proton wins yet again. And this is one of my favorite survival horror games, right next to Resident Evil 2 Remake. So making this game as stable as possible is very important to me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Hey, bud, which one do you like better? Like the ROG Ally? Or the Steam Deck? Bruh. You don't seem to like the Steam Deck. Oh.